For a long time now, women have been able to get on the internet and reap a lot of benefits and get a lot of mileage out of simply looking good. But that train is coming to a screeching halt. And if you can't see it and therefore counteract it, not only are you going to crash, but you're going to crash hard. So we're going to talk about it. But first, wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. Let's go.
Bitch, you want all this pimping you can't afford. Perform like a punk, but wanna win his reward. Some suckers give you points, but bitch, you never scored. If you ain't paying pimping, then bitch, you getting ignored. Okay, I'm so sick of these.
The time has officially come. The AI influencer is here. And it don't look like it's going away anytime soon. And it also looks like it's only going to improve and get better and better and better. So why should human influencers, be nervous or consider tightening up? Well, let's check it out. It's a lot of examples out there right now of these AI influencers. And if you take a look at them and you compare them to a lot of these real life human influencers, and I'm talking about especially the female ones, but some guy ones too, but especially the females. They're really no different than you. In fact, some of them might be better than you in certain ways, right? Now, if you just talk about looks, it's AI. So you can make this AI influencer have the aesthetic of anything that you want it to have, right? So if you compare looks, a lot of these AI influencers look just as good, if not better, than some of these human influencers. And they look very real. They look just as human in some cases as an actual human being. Now, there are some, little imperfections that some of these AI influencers have, but for the most part, if we're just talking about looks, aesthetically, they're on the same level as a lot of these human influencers. So that's just the aesthetic part. Now, if you get into personality, the reality of the personality conversation is that most of these female influencers for a long time have been chicks who don't have any personality. The only thing that they know how to do is look good, right? So the thing is with these AI influencers, they got a little personality, some of them. If you check them out, they got a little decent personality. Of course, because, a lot of it is based off of real personalities. So in a lot of cases, these AI influencers, not only do they look just as good as these human influencers, but they have just as much personality, and in some cases more personality, right? Because there's influencers that come to mind. I ain't gonna say no names, right? But there's certain chicks, we all can think of some. And a lot of us will probably think of the same ones. But there are certain chicks who are very beautiful that have millions of followers on TikTok, Instagram, so on and so forth. And you don't even really know how they sound. You don't know where their mind is. You don't hear them have any conversations. You don't know if they're funny. You don't know if they're smart. You don't know if they're good-natured people. You don't know if they have integrity. You don't know if they're responsible. You don't know if they're clean. You don't know nothing about them. The only thing you know is that they look good. But they got millions of followers, and they've accumulated all of this, and I'm pretty sure they know how to monetize that, a lot of them, and a lot of them monetize it well. But it's all based solely upon how they look. A lot of it is pictures, and even for the ones who have videos, they're not talking. They're not saying anything. They're not doing anything that's funny. They walk. They might have a nice, sexy walk. They know how to twerk. They know how to shake that thing. They know how to do different poses that, show their body off. But aside from that, they're not really good at anything. They ain't dropping no game. They're not teaching you anything. They're not showing you anything other than how they look. They're not showing you their personality. Again, like I said, you don't know if they're funny or not. So the thing about these AI influencers is that you can make them funny. You can make them have personality. You can do all of that. Right? So if you're an influencer and the only thing you know how to do is look good and be sexy, you should be fearful of these AI influencers more than anybody. Right? So the thing is, as I said before on a recent video, you're going to have to do more than just look good nowadays. The days of a chick being attractive and having a big following and being able to monetize that following, those days are about to be over with. Because a lot of the brand deals that you may have, a lot of the sponsors that you may have, a lot of things that you got going on for yourself, a lot of those people who do business with you are going to be replacing you if the only thing that you know how to do is look good, because they can create an AI influencer that looks just as good as you, does the same thing as you, maybe even a little more than you, and it's not a human person. So they don't have to, they get to cut that expense of paying you for something that they can do themselves with a computer. So the thing is, you're going to have to figure out a way to add value to yourself, to make yourself a commodity that is greater than the commodity of an AI influencer. This is where you're going to have to put your mind to work. This is where you're going to have to get those creative juices flowing. This is where your personality is going to have to shine. This is where your intellect is going to have to shine. Again, the days of just looking good and having it your way just because you look good, days is over with. Imagine somebody creating an AI influencer that looks just like you. Literally looks just like you, identical to you, but it's AI doing all the same things that they were paying you to do. And I'm pretty sure some of you may have your business in order, but a lot of you probably don't have your business in order. Which means they can just take, your look, or if you do have your business in order, just imagine them taking something that's like you, using you as a base and creating something similar to you that looks just as good. It might even remind people of you. It's crazy, right? But again, the days of looking good and having it your way is over with. You're going to have to be uniquely human now. And I kind of like it. I like the pressure that AI is going to put on a lot of people, even somebody like myself. See, I know AI can't do what I do. That's why I ain't worried about it. No matter how good AI gets, it will never be able to do what Freeze does. AI will never be able to create Freeze. Right? Because Freeze's mind is an infinite, endless fountain of game. Fountain of game, fountain of character, fountain of personality, all of that. AI can't do what I do. AI can't create something equivalent to me or greater than me. I know that. And I know how to obviously do more than just look good and sound good. I know how to be good. So people like myself really ain't got nothing to worry about as far as this AI stuff goes, because AI can't compete with me. Right? But a lot of y'all, AI can not only compete with, but AI can also outdo. So again, you need to reevaluate yourself. And if you be honest with yourself and acknowledge the fact that where you are right now is a place that AI can outdo, then it's time to tighten up. It's time to step your game up. Because ooh-wee, as I've said before and I'm saying again, just imagine when the Isn't Only Fiznans and all the adult film websites start doing their thing with AI and doing what y'all do. Just imagine a complete, realistic, human-looking Isn't Only Fiznans account that's straight up AI, doing all the same stuff that you doing on Isn't Only Fiznans. It's crazy, right? So again, this is where your humanity is gonna have to kick in. Your uniqueness is gonna have to kick in, you dig? But let that marinate on your mind one time, freezes it. And this right here, yeah, this that love juice. Go ahead and put some of this good old love in your body like so. And of course, as always, long live the incomparable Sinful to P. We out.
Let's go. You see, the God anointed game appointed PI since knee high. Knew that God appointed me to be fly. My reply to the blessing, only one decision for me, man, that integrated and demonstrated it's obligatory. Okay. So begins the story, these blessings I'm not in tune with it.
But getting back to this game that I never left.
Hey, yeah, where you been?